Hey guys, so in this video, I want to talk about BPI. I want to talk about the recent disclosure for their third quarter earnings, and I do hope that this gives you clarity and insight on what's happening in the company. And this is something that's very new because I'm uploading videos and putting them out in the morning. I normally put out my videos all in the evening, but because this video is raw, this doesn't require a lot of editing. I get to make a lot of these videos for you guys. So if you want formats like this, you won't see any numbers though, you won't see any data. It's just merely me talking and reading some of the points for all of you. Let me know also, because I don't know though if I can do a lot of the morning videos because it takes a lot of time also to film it in the evening, but I'm trying it out if it's something that, and my idea behind all of this is before the markets would open, you have something to watch, you have something to digest, and before the markets would open, you can also have bits and pieces of information that somehow I hope will also help you as you start to try to weave your way on trading and investing. And I tried not to do this before to make the videos early because inisip ko people might be traveling to the office, but since I'm thinking majority of you might be doing work from home setup, you might have more time also to watch the videos while you're eating breakfast. So the title of this video is basically BPI declaring their third quarter earnings. And by the way, we don't know how the prices would move when it opens, but what I do know is and what's so interesting about that is yesterday, you all know BPI moved up around 9.86% and it closed at 75.8 pesos per share. So that's something, in my opinion, that's very interesting also, as we saw also other stocks in the market move up, as we saw other stocks from the conglomerates to other property development companies start to push up also and do better. And let me just give you bits and pieces also of the information. But again, while I'm reading through this, guys, and I'm trying to give you my ideas and my thoughts on this, please do note that this is not me telling you to buy the stock. This is not me also telling you that because ito yung naging earnings ng BPI, benta nyo na stock nyo, or because ito yung naging earnings ng BPI, bilhin nyo na siya. I'm not telling you that. The responsibility of buying and selling the stock will always be up to you. The responsibility of you coming in, entering in the position, and then knowing when to avoid, hold, or sell a stock should be based on your parameters or fundamentals or technicals. I just do hope that this gives you enough insight. I just do hope also that this gives you enough information that you get to trade the markets with confidence, and somehow also it lessens the burden that you have to read everything. And I just want to read it for all of you. So anyways, for this headline, BPI's net income dropped, or at least sinked, to 33.7% in the third quarter. And one of the reasons why it dropped was because of their loan loss provisions. Basically, a loan loss provision is that the bank is allocating money assuming that there would be a group of people or institutions that won't be able to pay their loans. Kung hindi man sila nakapagbayad ng loan, meron na sila na alat na pera doon. Parang, alam mo yun, parang hindi mabigla when people don't start paying. So anyways, let's just continue. So BPI's net income dropped to 5.5 billion. So please remember this. What makes this a bit interesting is that a lot of companies throughout this year, because of the pandemic, because of the lockdowns, have lost money, meaning net loss. They've literally lost money, but BPI still made money. The thing lang is yung pera na kinita nila dropped. Last year, third quarter, they made 8.29 billion. Pero this year, 5.5 billion. So I'll say this over and over. A lot of the other companies in this era have lost money. BPI still made money to the tune of 5.5 billion pesos. They made money. It's just that it's lower. It's just that they're not growing. It's just that it's not as good as what it was in 2019. It's just that it's not as good as what it was in 2018. Now, if you would look at it also for the first 9 months, because as you all know, third quarter na, yung kita nila last year was 22.03 billion for the first 9 months of the year. This year, first 9 months is 17 billion. So it's down around 22.1% from the first 9 months last year versus the 9 months that we had this year. So I'll reiterate it that BPI is still earning in the midst of the lockdown, in the midst of the recession, in the midst of the pandemic. However, it's not as rosy as what it was, and they're not growing as what people expected it to be. So ROE ROE is at 8.32. Then return on assets is at 1.05. So again, for those who attended the Stock Smart sessions, we know we have benchmarks for the ROE. So for this, it's just 8.32 for BPI, which I've been very consistent in this. And we also had former Deputy BSP Governor Diwa Gunibundu say that our banking system is very strong, very liquid, that the checks and balances have been in place to withstand recessions like this, to withstand this new normal. That I've said this over and over, hindi naging issue na naging problema yung mga bangko, because our banking system and the banks that we have right now in this country is very good and very strong, which reflects and shows you bakit sila kumikita pa rin in spite of the country being in a recession. So I mentioned that one of the reasons why their income dropped was because they added a larger allocation for their loan loss provision. So their loan loss provisions for the first 9 months is 21.06 billion, and this 21.06 billion is 4 times the loan loss provision that it set aside as compared to last year. Last year it was only around 4.58 billion pesos. So there, again, this is an anticipation that there might be a larger group of people or entrepreneurs or people who took home loans, car loans, that may not be able to pay their loans. What's interesting though is this: BPI's revenues in the midst of this pandemic, in the midst of this lockdown, went up. For the 9-month period, it went up to 77.88 billion. It's up 9.7%. So another thing that I'd like to mention is their net interest income grew by 11.8% to 54.4 billion. And then what I also want to mention is their loan portfolio is up at 1.38 trillion pesos, which is up 0.9% as compared to last year. And again, I'll say this over and over. It's still better that they're making money, and if you compare it also to other banks around the world, which I think are not doing as well. It just shows you how prudent our banking system is, how good our BSP is also in all of this. So there. What else do I want to mention? Okay, NPL is at 2.98%. Then the NPL coverage ratio is at 100.4%. So there. Siguro one key takeaway from this, it also showed you na even though lower yung income nila, it's just them being prudent in allotting. It's not because hindi na-grow yung revenues nila, but it's mainly because also they are already allotting and preparing for just in case there are a lot of people who would default on their loans. And in my opinion, it's something that I think would be expected, given that what we are seeing right now. There are entrepreneurs that won't be able to pay their loans. There are people that won't be able to pay for their housing loans and their car loans, and it's just a prudent measure for them also, so that they have this buffer as we see more defaults coming. And it would be interesting to see how it goes. But what I got from all of this is BPI is very responsible. They're very prudent in doing these things. And if you want to see the charts that I posted, they're just in the previous videos also. But there, I'll keep you updated also on the other earnings disclosures over the next few days and weeks, because we're already closing in mid-October, and then over the next few days and weeks also you can expect more earnings also to come out. So I want to know your thoughts on this. Do you like BPI more because of this, or you're staying away muna from banks until all of this starts to clear out? But I've said this in the previous videos that we've seen more buying happen also, and that's why we've seen conglomerates, banking stocks, and property stocks start to push up, break out from resistances, and for some of them even break out those downward trending slants. And I guess people are anticipating that the third quarter earnings would be better as compared to the second quarter. And as you all know naman, this is something also that people are expecting, that the third quarter earnings is better because July, August, September, we've seen the economy start to open as compared to April, strictest of lockdowns. May and June, we were still in ECQ up until nag-open ng konti ng June. But I think will be the trend for the next few months also. You will see more and more people and businesses adapt to this new normal. And in a way, no, we're seeing all of these good companies, good banks already start to pivot. And I just want to reiterate also a video that we posted in my first channel. I think it was with Ren Agawa, and I think with a lot of other guests that we had in the podcast. The consensus of the guests was, since banks are amazingly run, at a certain point, they were so cheap to ignore already. So to those who were confident of what they were getting into, those who were patient enough, and those who were able to position early, I hope that you are doing well also in your positions. And yun lang, it just gives me joy also to see more and more people at least earn the right way and have more also when it comes to their stocks and their investments. So I guess that's it. If you have questions about BPI and more explanation about what NPL is and loan loss provisions are, just put them in the comment section, and I'm gonna try to just update you and give you more information about it. And yun, I guess that's it. Let me know if you guys like this format, me sharing bits and pieces of news, disclosures, and I really do hope that this helps you. This gives you data already, and then, but please, after this, please do your due diligence and please do research. Please don't just buy the stock. I'm gonna say this over and over. Don't just buy a stock because it's talked about in YouTube. You have to do your due diligence yourself, because that's what will make you money over the long term. So this is out early. We have another video. I have another surprise for you. We have another video coming out 12 noon. Then we have another video coming out 5 p.m. Then we have another video coming out 8 p.m. Then we have our normal stocks by request coming out at 10 p.m. So for today, you can expect this video, the 12 noon video, the 5 p.m. video, the 8 p.m. video, and then the 10 p.m. video. 5 videos for today. It's just so interesting, and I've seen that you guys have also been responding well. We've seen growth in both of our channels, so I just thought of surprising you guys with more and more treats like this. And let me know, because most of the videos that I've been making are strategies, principles, fundamentals, technicals, but I rarely talk about news items also. But if this is something also that interests you, put it in the comment section. Just comment, I want more. Comment, this is helpful. Comment that you're learning. And kung gusto niyo lang din to na parang kwentuhan, not as fast-paced as the normal videos na may mga graphics and sounds pa, let me know, because all I want is to just add as much value to you guys as possible. So as you can see, it's raining. As you can see, hulaan nyo anong oras pa to pinifilm. Hulaan nyo rin kung I don't know. Ayoko na magpahula. But anyways, I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you. If you want to watch more videos, may video dito, may video dito. And then, if you have not liked it yet, press the subscribe button here so that you get updated every time I come up with new videos, new content about investing, about trading the markets. Because again, that's all I want. I want you guys to win. And inantok na ako. And God bless you all. See you all. And yun.